Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is J Caliber here with a late but still here TF2 video, and today something very important, especially for older players, even for newer players. This is my 5 tips to try and keep TF2 fresh as a daisy. Ways for you to try and keep the game feeling new, fresh, energized, and just relevant to you, especially with the lack of updates the game gets nowadays. So I made this list of 5. I tried to make sure that this list of 5 wasn't the same thing back to back, and it's why it took a bit longer. Number 1, start playing different game modes. This is probably the easiest one, just straight off the bat. I for one don't play capture the flag or 5CP much / at all. So if I need to make TF2 feel a little bit fresher, then I'll play some to keep you in a mixed environment. And 5CP, it's used in the competitive scene, so I passively I have to play it. And capture the flag I've never been too keen on unless it's Halo. So yeah, you just play different game modes. It's good for you. Number 2, playing community servers. With the amazing game modes and maps that you can play, you can get some very unique game modes, maps, and some of them are actually better than the Valve ones. I mean, for the most part, a lot of the maps we play in TF2 now are made by community members on the community workshop. Not as many as there is the ratio of Valve to community-made cosmetics, but some of these like community servers are absolutely mental. Some of the game modes work fluid. I mean, I was only playing Prop Hunt a couple of weeks ago now, and that was absolutely mental. Absolutely love TF2 Prop Hunt. The fact someone was actually able to make that in TF2 was mental. I've only ever seen it in Gmod. The same. Point number 3, changing your classes and loadouts. Playing Black Box Soldier for the last 300 games is all well and good, but it's also very repetitive. Doing any of the same things or thing repeatedly will become dull and boring, and over time it'll just result in a burnout. Change your loadout, change your class. I mean, I was only playing the other day, and I mean it's genuinely, I don't play as much TF2 as I used to. I don't play as many video games as I used to. And I was playing Liberty Launcher Soldier with the Conch and the Escape, no, not the Escape Plan, the Equalizer. And I actually did pretty well. I got a decent kill streak on it. I'm actually looking to get a kill streak kit now for it, just for when I want to goof around, just play something different. Playing the best doesn't necessarily mean it's the most fun. I mean, look at Soundsmith videos, for goddamn sake. His videos on the Beggar's Bazooka made the Beggar's Bazooka 100 times more popular, and people are enjoying it. Well, if you'd have just gone and used it yourself, you'd have known that you'd have liked it anyway. Number 4. Changing from casual to competitive and vice versa. The vast majority of players on TF2 are just solely casual players and don't have much of an opportunity to experience a more serious game environment. Same can be said for a fair amount of competitive players who don't play different divisions of competitive scenes or even that much casual, and it eventually gets dull. Casual players, I would recommend getting yourself in a really low league in competitive TF2. I'm going to be making videos this year about getting you into TF2, the competitive side of it, independently from just the game mode that you have on TF2. That little tab that says competitive in TF2 is absolute pants. There's hardly anyone plays it. It's not worth it. But getting into the community ran competitive TF2 is brilliant, and vice versa. If you're only a competitive TF2 player, play more casual or play different types. I mean, I'm only a Highlander player, which means nine players, 1 of each class. And I want to play a bit of 6v6 this year, hopefully. And yeah, I guess it's more interesting. It'll make you a better player. My 5th and final point. Trying out the different sub-communities which I like to talk about, such as MVM, which is obviously one of the biggest in terms of depth, and trading being another. The drawbacks of MVM here is, 1, you need to pay money to get into tours that will give you item drops. But there's a free version which is like Boot Camp, which is community servers that you can still play MVM on. You can still have loads of fun playing. And then there's the community servers that are just like the Tank Buster mode that came out with all these different communities that are making like their own MVM events. Some of them are absolutely brilliant, and you should go check them out. Then the issue that you have with trading is you need a premium account. Most people get a premium account. It doesn't really cost that much unless you're too young to get an account, or you don't have money, or you don't have a source of income just to pay. You don't really need to pay much to get in at all. But you can technically just get into it with time. There's cheap cosmetics that you can buy and sell with the metal you get from weapon drops, assuming you have a premium account. And the odd chance you'll get a cosmetic that you can trade and sell. And trading's a little bit more suppressed in 2020 than it were in 2016. But it's still a massive, massive part of TF2. As is MVM, and there's loads of other little sub-communities in the TF2 kind of scene that you can get yourself involved in. There's a whole just like the like wacky game modes. I mean, hell, if you want, you can go back to point number 1 and go play like man up mode or manpower mode and all them. There's so much to explore in TF2 if you're willing just to stop playing casual Upward Badwater and Gold Rush on loop all day, because then you'll get bored of it. Other than that, I have been Jay Caliber. This week's shout out, nearly forgot, thought I'd forget there, goes to our new subscriber, Random Ryan. Thank you, Random Ryan, for subscribing to the channel. That does it for this video. Come back, I think tomorrow there's another video, because I was off by a week for a video with computer issues. And join the Discord if you want to keep up with all that's going on and whatever I'm talking about, or check out my Twitter. It's up to you. I've been Jay Caliber. Adios.